Good morning, this is Rashad Mitchell. Coming to you live from my YouTube channel. I continue on a part series of professional sports teams that didn't win the championship during that season. This is part 38. And I'll be talking about the Seattle Mariners of 2001. I did 2000 San Francisco Giants yesterday. Now I'm going to be doing the 2001 Seattle Mariners. And this team definitely had a great season. They won 116 games, lost only 46. And tied the Major League record for most wins that was set by the 1906 Chicago Cubs. Now they won the most games by American League team. That never happened before. They did surpass what the Yankees did in '98. They won like 114 games. All those wins, 59, were by 4 or more runs. The record for the number of games won by such a margin. They also led the majors in both runs scored and fewest runs allowed. They were managed by Lou Piniella. Now this is a team that did all this without the services of Ken Griffey Jr. and Alex Rodriguez. But this is a different kind of ball club. They won the American League West Division, and the 2001 season marked the only time the Mariners reached the postseason in consecutive seasons to date. The year before they made it as a wild card. They defeated the Cleveland Indians in the American League Division Series, but they lost to the Yankees in 5 games. Now, Seattle had a player, Japanese outfielder Ichiro Suzuki, who led the league in batting average, won the American League MVP, and Rookie of the Year. Also, the Mariners hosted their second All-Star game during the season. Also, the Mariners' 2001 season marked the last time the team had reached the postseason. It has been 18 years without a postseason reappearance. Is the longest active playoff drought in the 4 major North American professional sports. Look at the players that stood out from this team. Obviously, Ichiro Suzuki stood out. Let's look at the other players that did their thing, made things happen. Okay, let's look at Ichiro Suzuki hit .350. He had 8 home runs and 69 RBIs. Edgar Martinez was a DH. He had 23 home runs, 116 RBIs, hit .307. Mike Karen had 110 RBIs, hit 25 home runs, 267 batting average. Brett Boone had a big year. He had 141 RBIs, 37 home runs, and hit .331 for his batting average. Okay, John Urud, I think he used to play with the Toronto Blue Jays. 95 RBIs, 21 home runs, hit with a .302 batting average. Yeah, he did play with the Blue Jays. Won 2 championships with them. But this team, had a great, successful season. Out of the blue, I don't think nobody observed, seeing this situation happen, because this is a season where the Yankees were the 3-time defending champions. They had won 4 out of the last 5 championships. So it's like, to see them do what they did was very surprising at the time. But at the same time, though, Seattle did go to the American League Championship Series in 2000. They lost to the Yankees in 6. So, in Seattle and the Yankees, they always had a great history between each other, because they played each other in '95. That's when Ken Griffey had like a series for the ages, 25 years ago. And then they played each other in 2000. They lose that series in the ALCS, and then lose in the ALCS again the following year. So, let's look at this American League Championship Series. Now the Yankees came off a dramatic 2-0 deficit to beat Oakland A's. And they went on to play the Seattle Mariners, who beat the Cleveland Indians. Obviously, this was during 9/11. The Yankees had a 95-65 record. Obviously, Lou Piniella and the Mariners had 116 wins and 46 losses. Had home field advantage, but The Yankees won the first 2 games in Seattle. And Lou Piniella, the manager at the time of the Seattle Mariners, guaranteed that after game 2 loss, that the Mariners were going to win at least 2 of the next 3 games in New York. Seattle won game 3, lost a tight game 4. The Yankees closed out the best-of-7 series in New York with a 12-3 rout in game 5.